Hi, and welcome back to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy, and I do own It's a Miracle Budgeting website and also this channel. The website is just FYI and housekeeping. I am offering 50% off my entire website because I am closing up my shop. I will continue my YouTube channel and I will continue documenting my financial journey, but I am closing my store. There is a host of reasons: increased rent. My health has not been good. The family, the boys are teenagers. There's just a lot going on and I'm completely at peace with it. I'm just trying to clearance everything out so that I can make sure both my business debt is paid, but also that I don't have a bunch of stock lying around. I want it to go to people that can use it. So binders, all of these binders are in there. I think there's one left of this color wallet, but of white, gray, and I think one other color or two colors. There's there's not a lot though. I think there's only about 13 of these left total. So if you like these kind of wallets, it might be worth going to get. These are similar to the Moterm. They are not Moterm brand. I bought these separately. They are really nice. I really enjoy these, but it is something that you want to make sure that it's the kind that you like and all that. So that all being said, today I'm doing my cash stuffing for the first week in March. Or first paycheck in March. I do get 3 paychecks, even though I'm paid bi-weekly. This is a miracle month, so I do get paid 3 times. You will see varying stuffings depending on what bills are due, depending on it, because there's a third paycheck. Some people use that paycheck all by itself. I don't. Because I do paycheck by budget. So even those paychecks, I budget the bills in those days. So you'll see varying. This is a very small one because actually, coincidentally, I got my annual bonus, but instead of doing any stuffing with it at all, and actually even some of my paycheck went to it, I paid a ton of credit cards off. I had a ton of credit cards. I mean, I think it was like $1,500 or $1,700 that had like $150 and $200, and I just paid them all so that my snowball will be bigger. And I'm working on paying down the bill from our furnace. So that's what I'm working on now. So you'll see, again, in March especially, you'll see a lot of variances. I always start with my cash envelopes and then I work outward. So I did switch back to my A7 wallet. I do like this. It's not that I don't like it. In some ways it's way more convenient, but when I'm in a store, I don't always like finding the right envelope. So that's why I end up switching out. So this dashboard, and I don't have it on me. I think it's linked down in the description box. She no longer makes these. In fact, I've had people tell me that they asked her and she would not. So I don't really share that anymore, and I apologize. But if you search A7 dashboard, there are people that make them on Etsy. And then these are from the Planning Dancer. So they are A7 envelopes. I've purchased things from her. These I got for my birthday, but I've purchased things from her probably 7 or 8 times now. And I've never had a problem with quality. I've never had a problem with anything. She does take a little bit longer to ship, but she's very popular, so I understand that. And her site on Etsy does tell you how long it's going to be. But I think she does a really good job. So first thing we're going to do is fuel, and fuel is getting 50. And then dining is getting 0, spending is getting 0, miscellaneous is going to get 10. And that is it for my cash envelopes. Again, I told you this one is very small in the sense of the amount I'm stuffing. It's only $385, which normally I usually do $500, $600, $700, $800, sometimes $1,000. So it's much smaller, but I felt important to put it on debt, so that's why. So we are going to go into my variable next. So my variable binder looks like this, and basically what this is that anything that fluctuates all the time. Kids has their lunch money coming in and out. In fact, while we're in there, I need to pull some lunch money out. Lunch money's coming in and out of there. Beauty, I'm getting hair, nails, etc. So these are things that are constantly fluctuating, and that's why hair everywhere. That's why I keep these in their own binder. So whereas needs I try to save long term. Wants I could or not, depending on my desires. Festivities are long term. These are ones that are constantly fluxing in and out. This is what works for me. It doesn't work for everyone, but I've done a lot of systems, and this is one that has worked really well for me. So I'm going to grab a pen because I know I'm going to have to take out a kid, so I want to make sure I can document it. These are actually on the website too. These are actually erasable pens, and I love them. They write so smooth. I also offer refills. So I suggest instead of ordering 2 purple pens, unless you want to one work, one home. But I mean, if you're looking for refill, there's actually refills. They're slightly cheaper. And again, everything's 50% off. I love them. I actually already pulled a huge amount of stock out to keep because they're my favorite pens ever. So once they're gone, I'm not going to order, and you have to order in bulk to get them, and I'm not going to do that. So I want to have enough to last, me personally. So usually I do 100 for beauty, but this week I only did 80. because, again, I was trying to pay off that debt. So nails, I just got my nails done yesterday. So I have 3 weeks before I get them done again. So that's only one paycheck. So I'm going to do 40 on that. I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to redo, I just remembered. So I have gift cards that equal about $20 for Ulta, and I also have $56 in Ulta, like cash or whatever they call that. Can't think what they call it. There's a term for it. So when I go get my brows done, that will actually cover more than my brows. So I'm actually going to pull everything out except for her tip out to, and actually I don't think I have any 5s in here. I'm gonna have to switch this out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I'll add some singles in here because I don't just give her $12. It works out to be about $68. So I usually give her about $15 to $20 depending. So I'm not going to put anything in here, and I'm actually pulling all this out because I'm going to put it somewhere else because I don't need it for my wax now. So hair, we currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I'm going to do 60. So you have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 150. So my hair appointment is in April, mid-April. So I have at least 3 paychecks before that appointment or around that appointment. The third one I think is close to that appointment, but I have at least 3, and I would need 100, let me think, $70. I will need $70 for that appointment. So I'm going to go back to nails, and I'm actually going to put one more 20 in nails, and then I'm going to put a 20 in other. So that is mine. These dashboards are from Princess Budgets. I don't know if she has them anymore on there, but she did make these all for me. And then this is from Intentionally Living. I have a couple different sets of dividers in here in case you've never watched mine. Some of them I use very actively. Some of them aren't used all year round, but I keep them in here because I'm not going to mess with it. So subs is only getting 10, which is really low for me, but there's a lot going on. 20, 40, yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, so I put 10 in monthly, and then I have 80 in my Showtime Paramount subscription. That one's a need because I never thought I would ever watch Yellowstone or any of those shows, and they are so good. I'm so shocked. I thought they were so corny when I first saw the previews, but it's amazing. Actually, I loved how 1883 ended. Not loved in a good thing, but they did a great job on it. So pets is getting 15. We just bankrupted the poor pet fund because I stocked up on, I got 2 big bags of food, 2 big bags or cases of wet food, and then a big like 40-pound thing of litter. So I stocked up. So they shouldn't need it for a while. I'm going to switch these 10s out for a 20, and we are going to have 25 in pets. I don't typically do bill swap videos. I just swap them as I stuff them. That's just how I tend to do it. Medical is getting 100. In case you haven't been here, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. In case you haven't been here before, my, oh, here's some 5s. I was just talking about that. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to, hold on a second. This is all medical I'm putting to the side. I'm going to go back to beauty for a second. Because for wax, I wanted to put like 15 or 20 in there. And I couldn't because I didn't have 5s. So I need to take that 10 out. And then nails, I don't need to touch. It's wax. So I'm going to give her 15. I think 20% is like $12.80 or something like that. And so I just always try to round up. She's fantastic, does a wonderful job. So, okay. So I'm going to go back to medical. In case you're new here, I previously had really amazing insurance through my husband's work. They discontinued it, and now I have good insurance through my work. Well, I would call it good if they'd actually pay anything, and they have disputed 100% of my bills. In fact, we have a Zoom call on Wednesday with like the bigwigs at HAP or the bigwigs in the appeals department at HAP because I've had migraines for 25 years and they deprived me of my migraine medicine we're in our 3rd month, and they think it's justified. It just blows my mind. So I have a lot more copays. I have a lot more out of pocket. I'm actually already over 50% towards my max out of pocket as of February. Like, that gives you a clue. It's a joke. It's just literally a freaking joke. But I'm trying to not like stress about it and just kind of like deal with it, and not, because stress causes migraine, stress causes lupus flare-ups. So I'm just trying to process and deal with that and, you know, deal with things as they come. So in medical, after we added the 100, we now have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. So 285. Oh, so 295. Hold on a minute. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. Yep, I missed a 10. Okay, cool. As long as that's accurate, I don't care. I really love my envelopes this year. I made these. I really love them. I sell the zipper envelopes, but I'm not doing any customs right now because the store's too busy with the 50% off sale. Kids is getting, actually I'm going to do 2 5s. Kids is getting $10. So now we'll have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. And I'm going to do $20 for each kid to give to their lunches. So I got to subtract $40. Okay, it says we should have 135. So I'm going to recount it just to make sure before we move on. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 25, 30, 35. Perfect. Last couple of videos, I'm probably going to jinx myself, so I'm not going to worry. But last couple of videos, I actually didn't break as much. So entertaining when that happens. Next is needs. These are things that we know for a fact are going to happen, or things that we put value and feel are important. So debt snowball, I'm not putting anything in right now because I already paid all those items with my bonus and stuff, so I'm not doing anything with that. Savings is a placeholder bill. There's placeholder bills for 50% off for a 6-pack. I think it works out to be like $4 or so, and you get 6 bills. There are 50s, 100s, 500s, 1000s, and 5000s. So those are very useful, so you don't have as much cash in your house. Clothing is going to get a 5, so we will have 55. School is going to get a 5, so we will have 65. And then this I'm going to pull out together. Tags and auto expenses are going to get 5 each, and these are in here under dividers. So car is going to get a 5. So in car we will have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 55. In renewals, this is for our license plates and all that. We're adding a 5, and we will have 152, 510. So we have 210. I think I need like 485 for a 2-year, if I remember correctly. So that's what I'm trying to work towards now. And if I don't get it, I might just pull it out of savings, because you do save. You save only about 20 bucks, but the effort wise, I don't have to go to again for 2 years. Home is next, and home is getting a checker, a 5. So we will have 115 in home. Annual fees is getting a 5. So, oops, there's some 1s. So annual fees has 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2. If you haven't been here before, that's for my only credit card that has annual fee is my American Express Platinum, and I haven't decided if I'm actually keeping it this year, but I already paid for it, so I'm leaving it until I know for sure, closer to the renewal date. And I will adjust that accordingly if I do decide to lower it. Okay, so first one is my envelope. This is for me, anything I want. This is only getting a 5, so this will have a 7. And I see a hair. My hair is shedding everywhere. I have lupus-induced alopecia, and I don't have any bald spots, and I don't lose my eyelashes like traditional alopecia. People typically think of that, but I lose hair faster than the normal rate, and I can end up with bald spots. I've been blessed not to yet, but I can. It's all autoimmune related. So you find my hair everywhere. So next is planning. This is for next year, for 2024. I'm starting in advance. This is getting 5. That typically does get 5. That's one if I don't have enough saved in it, and I can step it up if I need to, but I don't want to take it out of my budget now. Or just kind of long-term, kind of want to do that planning. Concerts, we aren't sure if we're going to do any this year, but we do like concerts. So I'm having this, so even if it doesn't buy all the tickets, it will chip in and make them cheaper for us. Next is gifts. In case you guessed it, it's getting 5. Actually, I don't even think I have it on here. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I accidentally skipped it. I did, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I have 80 in here, so we'll just leave it. And either I'll put a 5 in later or I will leave it alone. Vacation is getting 20. So in vacation, we will have 1, 2, 3, 50, 370, 380, 394. We're going to try to do something this summer. I don't know what yet, but if our fridge blows, I may need to use it on that. Fun times. Love adulting. Next is zoo trips. This is another one of those kind of long-term, no, not really a goal. We are zoo people, but we haven't done a trip since COVID started. So we've been to almost all the Ohio zoos, although I do want to go to Columbus. And then we want to do Chicago and one Western Michigan, but we've done a lot in the Michigan, Ohio area. So zoo trips now will have 20, 40, 60, 85, 86, 87. These funds always get a small amount because they're not priorities or just something down the road I want to do. Next is passports. Exact same situation. Typically moves up the exact same way. This is one that I'm long-term saving for the families to have passports. And it's not a priority. It's just something I want to kind of have done over the next couple of years. So passports is 20, 40. Passports is 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 86, 87. Passports and zoo go up the exact same ratio, so until one of them gets spending, they're going to be identical. Okay, last is festivities. I'm going to move this up out of the way so I can have some room. So since you last saw this beautiful banda, and I decorate for all my holidays, I actually took some out because when we went for St. Patty's Day, I had $75 set aside. We spent about $50 over that, knowing that we were going to pull it from somewhere else because we actually, long story short, we went to our sushi restaurant we love, and they had to power out, but they're still open. It was like basically like candlelight ambiance, and this was not even on Valentine's Day. This is like the next weekend, and it was so much fun, and we did not regret any of that. We had a great time together, did not regret it. So I have no problem with it. So I had originally put a little bit into Memorial Day, and I was done with Bunny Day. Well, Bunny Day is now not done. So holiday is getting 10. So we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48. So we have 48 in Bunny Day. Bunny Day is Easter for anybody that's new here. I don't celebrate Christian holidays, but we do like make dinner as like, I guess you'd call it an American tradition. And so in order to be respectful, I don't say Xmas and things like that. So I just call it something else. Santa is what I call for Christmas, things like that, because we don't recognize them for us as Christian holidays. Nothing in Memorial Day yet, nothing in 4th of July yet. Labor Day, I did finally do this. I just haven't put it on yet. I have it actually here with me right now. I should do it before I film, but that's not in Halloween. Why not? So Thanksgiving, I think is getting a 5. Yep. If I have a 5 left over, I'm going to go back and put it in the one I missed earlier because I think there's a chance that this is 75 now. I think there's a chance that I actually do have an extra 5. I'm not 100%. I changed something at the last minute. I actually think I changed it wrong. So 65 and a 5 is going on Black Friday, so that'd be 70. I typically do all of my skincare and hair care shopping on Black Friday for the whole year. And so I do like to save and put a nest egg in there so that I'm not using anything else. Birthdays, I don't think Michigan is getting anything if I remember correctly. Well, especially because the amount. So we're only doing $5 for birthdays. So we are going to do... See, Baby Ray has 90, so he will have 95. And I'm not going to have anything left over, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Oops. Baby Ray. He is the next birthday. I already took Romeo out. His presents got mailed. His birthday is this week. So Michigan, Santa is going to get 5. So Michigan has 155 and Texas will have the exact same. I don't move these into the names until I have like $500-600 because it just doesn't make any sense for a small amount to keep pulling it out of every single one to count it. So 155. So that is my cash stuffing for the first week of March. If you are not already, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. That way you can be notified every time that I upload. And don't forget, everything in the shop is 50% off. It does automatically apply when you go through checkout. It will not show on the actual pages, but when you look at the checkout, that's where it will apply. Any questions, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye guys. Have a good one.